I need my must go. Man, we moving top shits like Silverleaf and shit. Man, we full of that AI over here, man. Kinda lame, West.
Voila! It's your boy John Mack, aka Mindbender, back in the building. Doing it twice, 3 times, 4 times. Like the stories in the daytime afternoon, all my children. Never letting it go, never keeping it slow. Just dope as hell on the rigmarole. Let's go. All right. So, you know how it goes. Today is November 1st, the day after Hallows Eve, the Devil's Day. I wonder how many kids got razor blades and ate candy last night. I pray that everybody had a safe night trick-or-treating with their youth and siblings and made it back home in one piece to check each piece of candy and make sure that there was nothing fugazi about, maybe possibly some fucking weirdo handing a child something poisonous on a holiday. However, it is Halloween. Celebrate the Devil's Day and get the devil's eggs. Now, let's get to this real commentary. 'Cause if the world only knew that you got set up, they would... It was something. I don't know. I don't even know what rhymes with that shit. Fuck. Anyways, Aaliyah. What led me to Aaliyah today? Back in the day on BET, it was a strange episode of 106 in Park where I witnessed Mary J. Blige break down over Aaliyah's death. And it damn near seemed like a psyop at first, but when tears rolled down her eyes, I knew it was real and true. And according to Mary, she didn't even know Aaliyah that well. She knew her. They hung out a few times, but they weren't like best friends or chumming it up or anything. But she said, and I quote, "It wasn't supposed to go like that." Reminds me a lot of this Pac case. It wasn't supposed to go like that. Allegedly, Suge was the target. But it went the way it went. The events were the way the events were. And between Jaguar Wright, Mary J. Blige, and Left Eye Lopez, should leave you very intrigued. Voila!
I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring who?
Saw Jay-Z. And he was working with R. Kelly, and they were making so many records together. They made all those records together. They both Aaliyah. They shared so much in common.
It wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I believe it wasn't her time to go because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that.
Oh, girl, I can see you. I can see you. I can see you right there. I can see you. Right. I can see you.
Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a if you wanted to get away from your homie. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner. But to do it the way he did it, it's malicious. But maybe that was because he was fucking the girl that didn't want you.
It did come as a shock. It's a pretty hard one to swallow, especially the way that she went, because there's so many ways that you can die, and that's a pretty tragic way to go. That wow.
I do believe that there's an afterlife, and I do believe that your life is defined by what you believe in. And I don't know what Aaliyah's beliefs were, but I'm sure that there are people who are close to Aaliyah who will definitely feel her presence, even though she's not here in this specific.
Voila! It's your boy Mindbender right back in that ass like a thong on a fat bitch to complete this commentary. And no, do I got a minor commentary to say? Look, This case was fugazi as well. This is one of those fugazi cases where you know what happened shouldn't have happened. It came out of nowhere. Aaliyah was non-offensive to anybody. If anything, she was the offended. After, chomo after chomo, tried to sexualize a young lady. They didn't realize the damage, irreparable damage that they were causing on her young psyche. From 13 years old, it's alleged that R. Kelly started grooming her. And I'm sorry, a grown-ass man with a 13-year-old, that's why Kells is exactly where he needs to be. The sad case about that, on a side note, is that one of the most prestigious and grand crooners of a generation, R. Kelly, wow, what a way to flush your life down the toilet. From day one, you didn't get it. It's alleged that R. Kelly had to give away his first 3 albums worth of publishing to Aaliyah's parents in order to calm them down from a major lawsuit and prison time based on statutory law. But they covered for that guy oh so well. It's also alleged that Aaliyah was pregnant at the age of 15 by R. Kelly, and that he took her way out of town, away from Illinois, to go get an abortion under age without her parents' consent. It's no wonder the judge slammed the gavel down on your bald, milk dud ass head. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit right there is fucking despicable. Not to mention the fact that, nigga, you usurped Aaron Hall, motherfucker. Ain't none of us forgot that. Don't be afraid. Nah, that wasn't you. You was Honey Love, motherfucker. Now, back to Aaliyah. Jay-Z, I don't know what to think about Jay. My one experience with Jay-Z, I was coming in from DFW to LAX with my brother Showtime and my close homeboy Dollar Bill, right? We landed at LAX. We was getting our bags off the turnstile, and voila, what do we see? Sean motherfucking Carter, a.k.a. Jay-Z. Now, this is before he was married to Beyonce or any shit. So this is like 2000, maybe 1999, somewhere around there. And I remember my brother and Dollar was like, yo, man, there go Jay, man. Let's go holler at him, take a picture, get a little autograph or something. So they walked up on Jay, and these 2 big ass Russian security guards, 2 big oversized steroid freaks and shit, pushed up on my brother, like, you know what I'm saying, like they was gonna do something or something. I said, man, fuck that motherfucker, and fuck them 2 punk ass security guards too. They step outside of LAX and the homies gonna deal with that ass. You know what I'm talking about? And Jay-Z was like, hey, hold on, my man, hold on, let me talk to you for a second. Let me talk to you for a second. I said, man, what you want to talk about, man? Because at that time, Pac had just died. I didn't give a fuck about a Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, he came, he said, hey, man, I'm out here just trying to live, right? I said, okay. He said, you just trying to live, right? I said, yeah. He said, the difference between me and you, is a little bit of lightweight celebrity that I have. It could cause me, harm or something. So my security, they just looking out for me. All apologetic and shit. But I understood. You know what I'm saying? I understood. Like, you know what I'm saying? What he said made a lot of valid sense and came across as very intelligent. However, if you displayed that much exercise and intelligence with a few fans at LAX, why didn't you exercise that same intelligence with Aaliyah, who was dating Dame Dash, your homeboy at the time, man? You see, that's what you call scruples. But that's just my personal ethics on that. You know what I'm saying? The young lady suffered traumatic experiences from older men that sexualized her from the day she walked in the door. Never really had a chance to be a youth. That's kind of like what Michael Jackson said. Michael Jackson said he never had a chance to be a youth. Women was throwing their panties and bras and shit on stage at a young boy. We talking about high testosterone here. So, you know, anything that goes on with young people in the back alleys of Hollywood, you can't be surprised by it, especially when you hear these endocrine stories. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We going to dig deep into this Aaliyah story, trust me. But I just wanted to give y'all a small preview of what's going to come. Peace and blessings.